Why do you think this movie was forgotten?
I think that if you want Phantom of the Opera, there's a lot of ways you can get it. And if you want musical Phantom of the Opera, if you're a person who's really, like, down for that, you can go see it. You can go see a traveling production of it. Or you can, I'm sure, like, there's filmed versions of the Broadway thing.
The 2011 25th anniversary at the Royal Albert Hall is fantastic. Absolutely recommend anyone interested in the stage play that hasn't seen it or can't see it, check that out. It's great.
See, so you can get that. Like, that's out there that is doing this in the way it was really meant to be seen. This thing that was written for the stage. And I think that just, this movie doesn't take full advantage of the fact that it's a movie and is doing things that a theater production can't. Like, and it's not doing something different enough that you would pick this over the Broadway version that you like with your cast that you're obsessed with because you are the Michigan mom driving Landon around in the 90s.
Yeah.
Why do you think it was forgotten?
Well, I want to caveat this by saying I think this is our last song of our season 2.
Wait, do we have blind spots, Landon? I don't think so.
I think this might not be forgotten by a very certain sect of people. But I think generally speaking, when you think of musicals, and you think of musicals from the aughts, Phantom isn't among the first couple that you think of. And part of it is I don't think this film is remembered because it doesn't have the dazzle that Moulin Rouge did, that Chicago did.
Exactly. This is
right?
Sandwiched by some, like, really, like, big, dazzling on-screen musicals.
And I think it's gothic-y romanciness, which in a way is it's, like, done incredibly well. I think it's ultimately, in terms of its legacy as a film, doing it more harm than good.
Yeah.
Because it just becomes, I don't know, like, made in a time, like, if this was made in the 80s, like, during the, like, Amadeus era, like, if this was made by Milos Forman in the late 80s, like, this would be a classic for all time, I think. Made in 2004, with this level of production, when CGI was such a, industry coming into its maturity, they're while it's good technically across the board visually, it's just not distinctive enough to really cement it as something that holds in your memory.
Yeah.
And this didn't hit the heights of the stage show. To kind of reiterate your point, that's like, when you're talking about a Phantom of the Opera that penetrated the zeitgeist for a quarter of a century, this is a footnote to the stage show.
Yeah, exactly. This is the kind of, like, at the bottom of the Wikipedia page, this is the little table with its, like, other related information. You can click on Phantom of the Opera 2004. Yeah.
And there's a little tidbit I want to share in our mini transmission next week.
Ooh.
But we got to ask the question. This is the final movie of the season. Should we send this back to modern memory or leave this forgotten? Truman, I think I know what you're going to say, but I'm on tenterhooks.
It's not that exciting. I think we should leave it forgotten. I think we can comfortably leave it forgotten. And I mean, no offense to anyone out there who loves this movie, because I'm not the target audience for this. Landon, you seem to have much more appreciation for Phantom of the Opera than I do, so maybe you are. But you know what? I think there's better ways that this has been done. This has been done, I think the silent film version of this is better. I think the Wishbone episode of this is better.
It's shorter.
Yeah. They really, that's some good editing that they had there. And I would love to honestly watch one of these staged productions that you've been talking about, because I think that that's the way that all this stuff works. I think the secret is just that you can't do it on screen this way. I don't think there's much here to hold on to. What do you think?
To be specific, just to fully understand what you're saying, do you think there's a way to do the musical on screen?
Oh, I do. I think there's a way to do the musical on screen. Okay. I just don't think that... I think that the artistic choices that they made here don't serve it well.
This version of the musical on screen doesn't work.
There's absolutely a way to do it, and I just think this is not the way.
Subscribe to Movie Memory Machine for new forgotten movies every other Friday, available wherever you listen to podcasts.